This contact is just doing the most.
Welcome back to my channel. Hello. This video is going to be about food additives, particularly the natural ones. We're not going to talk about the artificial ones because I feel like you guys already know to stay away from them. I mean, I guess if you want me to do a video about artificial additives and fillers, let me know. Leave a comment. If not, today we're going to talk about the natural ones. What they are, where they come from, where you can find them, like in your foods and stuff, and if they're healthy, if they're not, what's going on, give you the whole big picture happening picture. All right, so first one up, we're gonna talk about xanthan gum. I think that's how you say it, xanthan. It starts with the X, but I'm pretty sure it's xanthan gum. Anyways, so xanthan gum. It's one of the most popular ones. I've seen it in a lot of things. It's in like so many things. They put it in salad dressing, yogurt, protein powder, like supplements, medicine, cosmetics, toothpaste. Like it's into so many things. It's even found in like wallpaper glue and like household cleaners. So it has a lot of uses. It's really popular. It comes from it's a byproduct of a sugar, either glucose, sucrose, or lactose. A specific kind of bacteria called Xanthomonas campestris. Yes, that's what it's called. That bacteria ferments the sugar, and then xanthan gum is the byproduct of that process. So then it's dried and it's like ground up into like, you know, powder form, and you can add it into liquid to make it into gum. Now it's used as like a stabilizer or a thickener for all those things that I listed earlier. The FDA has approved it. There's no limit on the amount of xanthan gum you can put in a food, but they do say that if you're consuming over 15 grams a day, you're gonna be having some kind of like digestive issue, gas, bloating, diarrhea, and all that stuff, which of course we want to stay away from. No one likes to feel those kinds of things, and when you are messing with like your gas and your bloating, your digestion, that can also affect your nutrient absorption. So boom, that's like a big thing to take into account. So people with allergies or sensitivities to wheat, corn, dairy, soy, the effects of xanthan gum on your digestive system could be heightened just because you have those kinds of allergies. So if you're eating something with xanthan gum in it and you have those allergies, you should probably stay away from it, find some kind of substitute, and get something else. Next is guar gum. Guar. G-U-A-R. Guar. Guar. That comes from the milling of the seeds of the guar plant. Guar plant. So, guar. So, that's why it's considered natural, because it's coming from a seed. It's also used in the same way as xanthan gum to stabilize, emulsify, and thicken food products. You can find this one in a lot of fiber supplements, soups, gluten-free products, yogurts, and things like that. Also plant-based milks, a lot of them, I know I've seen it in like cashew milk and almond milk, so that's where it's used to kind of like elongate the shelf life of foods, natural foods, and to thicken them up also. This one can also cause digestive issues, and it has been linked to causing leaky gut. In the medical world, leaky gut is actually debated about whether it's a disease or a condition or not, but leaky gut is basically when your intestine linings have become so damaged that they start to form little holes, and what's actually going into your intestine starts to leak out into your bloodstream, and so that can cause a whole slew of problems, I'm sure you could think, and that could also cause other diseases, lifestyle diseases, to then take hold of your body. So guar gum also sounds like something that maybe if we see it on an ingredients list on a food that we're buying, we want to make sure we're not eating too much of this particular food, just in case, so that we can, you know, keep our digestive system all intact and free of holes. Number 3, third on this list, locust bean gum, also known as carob bean gum or carob gum. It comes from carob seeds, that's why. I don't know why, if it comes from carob seeds, they call it locust bean gum. I didn't make this up. I didn't make up the rules, whatever. So locust bean gum, also natural because it comes from seeds, used to thicken and stabilize food just like the other 2 gums. A small study actually showed that locust bean gum can slow or affect the absorption of certain vital nutrients, mostly affecting iron, zinc, and calcium. And that same study also showed that locust bean gum can slow the movement of your food from your stomach to your intestines. So it's slowing down not only the absorption of the nutrients in your food, but also slowing down how fast your food is moving through your body. So now this next one is like a big one that a lot of people have questions about. I myself have always had questions about it. I've seen it on so many things, because this particular ingredient is actually the 4th most common ingredient listed on labels. The only other ingredients, the only 3 other ingredients that are listed more than this particular ingredient are water, salt, and sugar. This is the 4th most common ingredient, and it's really like not even a real ingredient. It's so weird. But this is about natural flavors, or natural flavor, however it's put on whatever package. So natural flavors is basically an umbrella term used to describe a chemical that was originally found in a naturally occurring source. Alright, now I'm gonna read what the FDA says about natural flavors, so get ready because it's a little bit of it's long. The FDA Code of Federal Regulations lists the term natural flavor or natural flavoring to mean the essential oil, oleoresin, essence or extractive, protein hydrolysate, distillate, or any product of roasting, heating, or enzymolysis which contains the flavoring constituents derived from a spice, fruit or fruit juice, vegetable or vegetable juice, edible yeasts, herb, bark, bud, root, leaf, or similar plant material, meat, seafood, poultry, eggs, dairy products, or fermentation products thereof, whose significant function in food is flavoring rather than nutritional. That was a lot. Basically, what that's saying is natural flavor is some kind of chemical that is so unrecognizable that it can't be listed as the specific ingredient it came from, that it has to be listed as natural flavor. So that should tell you how natural it is. Now, there's no real health effects from it. The problem with natural flavor is that often, just like in the definition said, it's used for nutritional value and not for, or use for flavoring value and not for nutritional value. So a lot of times they'll use natural flavors to make foods seem more fresh than they actually are, for them to taste better than they actually are, and that's really tricky when you're starting to get into healthy foods, because you think you're eating something that's healthy and fresh and good for you, and the company is really just tricking the consumer into buying more, thinking that they're investing in their health when they're not. With foods that are not necessarily that healthy, that have this natural flavoring, but passing themselves off as healthy, that can often lead to overeating, which of course leads to weight gain and a whole slew of different problems. So, I mean, all the gums, They could be bad, but they're also said to have really high fiber content, which then helps, you know, with controlling your blood sugar, help you feeling fuller for longer, therefore you're more satisfied and not eating as much. But I think there's still something to be said about the fact that they're so detrimental to your digestive health, your digestive system. Now the FDA does say that under 15 grams a day for those gums should have you in the clear with, you know, the flatulence and the diarrhea and all those things. Over 15 grams is where you're going to be feeling that uncomfortableness and, you know, seeing those side effects. But sometimes we don't really know how much of a product we're getting, because when you look on an ingredients list, the ingredients are only listed from most used to least used. Now gums are sometimes in the middle, sometimes they're, you know, at the end. As we know, for natural flavoring, it's really high up there because it's the 4th most popular ingredient on all labels. So you have to also take into account, if you're buying multiple natural products, you know, those salad dressings, those yogurts, a lot of them will market themselves as being healthy, and then you're having these foods multiple times a day, every single day. You know, you have a yogurt in your smoothie for breakfast, you are having that salad dressing on your salad for lunch, you're having your protein powder after your workout, you know, as the after workout snack, and then you're having, you know, something else for dinner. So you're having it 4 times a day. You have no idea how much you're taking in that particular day. You're doing this every single day. So if you find yourself having, you know, if you're gassy after you start eating healthy, maybe it's time to start taking those things out of your diet and seeing how that affects you. Because if your digestion is affected, then your absorption is affected. And that means that you are not getting, even though you're eating all of the vitamins and minerals and nutrients you're supposed to be, that does not mean that your body is absorbing them because of all of the additives that you're also putting in there with it. You also have to keep in mind that a lot of these gums are also used in personal care products. So your lotions, your shampoos, your conditioners, your toothpaste. And just because you're not ingesting something does not mean you're not absorbing something. So you don't have to eat something. You know, everything you put on your skin, everything you put on your face, on your lips, that all gets absorbed through your skin. So that can also have a big effect on your nutrient absorption and or your health, even if you're not actively eating it. So these fillers, even though they're said to have good fiber content and they do have some health benefits, you still have to keep in mind that they have some health risks as well. And the only way to guard yourself from those health risks is to take it out of what you're eating, or at least if you're going to eat it, keep it to a very minimal level. Now, I didn't cover all of the additives or natural additives. I only included 4 of them because these are the most popular ones. If you have any questions about any particular ones, feel free to shoot me a message, leave a comment, that's fine. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.